All right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday and a visit from the Cole train. David Cole, one of our experts on Bordeaux here in South Florida. I've been to Bordeaux many times with David. A lot of good times, man. It's good to see that he's back in the Bordeaux game, something he knows so well. Like the first wine, this 2010 Chateau Grande Clotte, which is a white from Saint-Emilion. You don't see that very often. You also don't see a wine with Michel Rolland's name on it for $40 very often, man. And this is his wine. This is his little baby. It's a blend of 2/3 Sauvignon Blanc, the rest Sauvignon and Sauvignon Greek. One of the most unique white wines made in Saint-Emilion. There's no AC for whites here. It's just Bordeaux Blanc. This wine's got a beautiful amount of ripe melon and fig fruit to the nose, candied pink grapefruit, honeyed notes, really smooth and creamy. This wine is rich on the palate, and it's got layers to it. You could probably keep this wine for another 5-7 years easily. This 2010, an outstanding vintage. One of the top whites you will find in Bordeaux. But like I said, $40 made by Michel Rolland. All right, and then this little Medoc from 2009. I'm not familiar with it. Esserac. I mean, it's a little difficult to pronounce or say for me. I mean, I'm not good with French, the French language, but the wine is a really good example of a Medoc from a great vintage 2009 that's showing very nicely right now. This wine's got a good amount of dark plum and black cherry fruit on the nose. 50-50 Cabernet Merlot, that classic Medoc nose. Hey, Jean-Luc Tournevin is consulting here. No wonder why this wine is so good, even though it's hard to say. That lovely roasted coffee, gravelly-like mineral notes, really textbook Medoc, and drinking beautifully. A lot of that rich, ripe fruit showing through there. A long finish for a Medoc. Excellent at $31.50. And then the Pomerol 2010 Le Petit Enclos. I think there's long close. I mean, there's dozens of wines that sound similar. This one for $33.75. It's hard to find Pomerols in that price range. This wine's got a little bit of funk on the nose to it. That's what we like about Bordeaux. It's a really strong earthy character to this wine. Some dark plum, some tobacco spice. On the tongue, though, lovely structure. These 2010s, man, an outstanding vintage. To find a Pomerol that classic Pomerol like this, a little bit of that funk from the nose showing through on the finish, a lovely minerality, that ferrous earth quality, and for $33.75, an excellent example of Pomerol. Then the Grand Corbin Manuel Saint-Emilion Grand Cru. Hey, the longer the name, the more important the wine. In France, man, let me tell you, this is a beautiful classic vintage from Bordeaux, 2004. Fresh plowed earth, graphite, a little barnyardy character, dark plum, coffee-like notes. This estate was created in 1855, the same year they classified the left bank. They consider this the boondocks, man. That's why they didn't even know what the heck was going on over there in Saint-Emilion. But this property that makes 3,500 cases, that's when they came into existence. It's got a lovely, smooth, round character to the tongue. This wine drinking at or near its peak right now. 2004, like I said, a classic vintage. A nice freshness to this wine at $31.25. David Cole, where did you find all these great values from Bordeaux? Well, Haut Bergey is a very famous wine, this last one, this 2006, but I like this 2006 vintage a lot. It followed 2005, which got a lot of press, and 2006 to me, one of the better value vintages. To find a Pessac house of this caliber for $44.50, you got to really know what you're doing, man. And I tell you, this was one of the top guys in the Bordeaux game. Anyways, this is cousins of the Cathayars from Smith-O Lafitte. This wine's got that textbook, gravelly, minerally quality, cigar box spice, coffee notes to the currant and dark plum fruit. Still quite big in size. These 2006s are going to be around for a while. This wine's got firm tannins, but a lot of fruit and lovely balance. That gravelly, minerally character and the cedar notes to the finish. Still quite youthful. Excellent juice. This was everything here. Kudos to Mr. Cole. Some great values from Bordeaux. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying, remember, always drink the good stuff first.